Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Happy Mother's Day. It is our Parent Hub once again for week two. And this week we are focusing on spiders. So, the lesson for this week is on spiders again. So, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so we can get started. All right. So again, week two, we are talking about super cool spiders. Okay. So this week we will be focusing on learning about the spider's life cycles, the different type of life cycles. We'll also be focusing on our phonological awareness using our small readers, literacy, unitedliteracy.com, focusing on the letter B and introducing the letter S. Okay. So still continue to focus on the letter B from last week. If you haven't, of course, reached all of your goals for last week, that is okay. Please extend it to this week and just take your time in doing so, in learning about and helping the children learn and recognize the letter B. And then when that goal is accomplished, then we can go in. You can go into the intro of letter S. So that will be those two letters will be, um, you know, um, done for this week and also for next week as well. So the letter S can definitely run into next week for our lesson three or for week three. So take your time. Don't force the children into learning the letters quickly. We want to make sure that they are getting the information. Please make sure that you're doing your packets and also doing hands-on learning with the letter S. Also, think outside the box. Use the worksheets in other ways than just writing or, um, you know, just being, plain Jane. If you need ideas on how to use the worksheets in other ways, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and get ideas to help you collaborate, because every child is different when it comes to learning. Some children need creativity in order for them to be motivated in learning. Some children need more hands on. Some children like to engage in writing, um, different things. So just depends on your child, and we want to make sure that we are respecting that. Give your children grace, allow them to get the information based upon how they retain the information. And again, repetition is key. Okay, so you can't do it one time and then not do it again. Okay, and just keep in mind we are in class for only 2 days out the week and for 2 hours. So, um, you know, throughout the week, you make sure um, you know, do what's necessary to keep the repetition going from when we meet in class. If you need any type of um, any coaching, academic coaching, please let me know to help you get ideas on retaining the information, and I will help you get ideas on that. And again, repetition is key when it comes to BrainWorks. And BrainWorks is basically how the child obtains the information, and how we can repeat the information in different ways. So that's really important. And so again, um, we are talking about super cool spiders, and that's what we're focusing on this week. So it's going to be a really cool week. And so I'm just going to just show you how the PowerPoints look. So it's going to be really vibrant and cool. And we're going to be talking about our topic for this week. So it's still in the PowerPoint in which we've been using, Bugapalooza. And also, we will just do a quick review on um, the life cycles of the bugs that we've been talking about, the ladybug, the butterfly, and the parts of those as well. So we'll just do a quick review this week on that. And then introduce and go into our new lesson as well. Okay. And the spider information will be updated and you'll be able to use it on tomorrow. On tomorrow, you will be able to use this. And for the rest of the week, you'll have the spider information. Okay. Next is some information on our artwork. Okay. So we're going to talk about our artwork this week. Pretty simple, pretty cool information that, or not information, but materials that we have, at our house. So it's super, super simple and fun. Exactly what we're aiming for. And also so that children can obtain the information hands on. So one of the things that I do want to show you, which is really cool, that I will be giving to you guys. Let me show you. What I'll be showing you is the life cycle of a spider, and you guys will get this packet in your email. And these are visuals in which the children can interact with. You can create games out of this. So you can laminate this information. Okay. Here are the, you can make a matching game. So here are the matching game pieces to create the life cycle of a spider. And also you can create a book out of this. Here is actually the diagram from the life cycle, starting here with the eggs, egg sac, and then the baby spiders are hatched onto the web, growing, and then into an adult. So you have the diagram here. This is the little booklet that tells you about each life cycle, and you can create a book out of this, which is super cool. Okay. And here's a miniature book that you can use. You can use these as posters to post it in. You can use it as a big book, or you can use it as a poster. Somewhere you want to create a science area, you could definitely put this up on the wall in your science area. I love, love, love this packet. I think it's so super cool. And here is the life cycle again, which has the steps numbered, and then you have the pictures, and the children can glue, or you can make a game out of this again, so the children can put this in order. This is more hands-on, which is something that we definitely need. And you can make some spinners here of the life cycle. You can get the little gold thumb spinners to create the life cycle of a spider spinner. And that is so cool. I love that. And here are the templates for the spinning wheel that the children can create for themselves. So many different cool ways that we could use this packet. Again, it's repetition. You can do a matching here. Okay. Super cool, super cool, super cool. So I will be giving you guys access to this, and you can make copies, use it for the rest of the week to create that and use it at your leisure. This will be great if you are creating a science box for this month, or in your science area. If you have an area for science, you could put this information in the books, the spinners, the matching games, you can use all of this in a very creative way. and accessible for the children to use as well. Okay. And also I'll be giving you this diagram for the parts of a spider. And so we'll be learning, of course, the parts of a spider as well. And you guys will have this. Okay. Okay, so this is our small packet for this week, focusing on phonics and mathematics. So we have the letter B. Also added some printable letter towels. So you guys, these are really, really helpful. And you can print as many as you want of these. Um, so you can have more, multiple letters. You can laminate this and you reuse this over and over again. And this is a great way for the children. They can spell out their sight words, spell out new words, explore new words. Um, Also uses letter recognition. You can do letter matching. It's so many different ways that you can use these letter tiles. And so it's cheap and expensive. And here are some blank ones as well. You can write letters here or, have the children write the letters, so you even have the um, blank tiles here that's been created for you. So you please utilize this. These are really cool. So I wanted to show you that before I get into it. I'm just gonna mosey up to the top. Okay, so we have the letter S, and S is for spider. So kids can color this if they want to. This could be in your library area if you want to create a library area. Just a reminder or visual of the letter S and a couple of things that begin with the letter S, like spider web or spider. And this is a worksheet. Trace the letter S with a pencil or create the letter S by gluing beads or rice on the paper. Also, the children can use their fingers to trace. Finger tracing is very important as well. So for the letter S. And you can also do this with the letter B as well. Spider-Man Adventure. So since we're talking about our new word with the letter S, we'll be introducing the letter S on Wednesday. So after Wednesday, um, I'm sorry, excuse me. Wednesday, I'm sorry. After Wednesday, you'll be able to do this great little game. Everybody loves Spider-Man. So you can create words with the letter S and use index cards and paste them around your house to do an adventure to find the letter S. And this is a mask. So the child can, the student can, you can invite them to wear their Spider-Man mask, and you may just cut out the eyes so the kids can see through it, and cut out the eyes, and they can wear this as a mask and pretend that they are Spider-Man, and go on a Spidey adventure to find the letter S words or just the letter S as well. You can incorporate that. So that's a cool activity. And we also have it for the letter B for Batman. And the kids can pretend to be Batman and do the very same thing, just changing the words from a B, from an S to a B, and you can use our sight words for the letter B, or also experiment and come up with other words with the letter B. You can find around the house, and stick it on something that's the letter B around the house too. So and S2, maybe do an index card for the word shoe and stick it on a shoe, so you can use that with index cards. You can do construction paper, you can do the sticky notes. um, you know doesn't have to be anything extravagant. So this is a really fun game. You can use this mask, maybe punch 2 holes on the side, and then maybe use some yarn, or long strips of construction paper and just staple it on the side. Yes, and you can laminate this too. So these are really cool activities. Super cool, super cool, super cool. Okay. Here's some letter tracing with the B. If your child is comfortable with letter tracing, they can most certainly do it with a pencil or a finger. Okay, pencil or finger. It's really about the movement, feeling the movement when writing. Okay, that is the key to this: the feeling and the movement of their finger and writing, and just kind of retaining that information through the senses of touch. So, just feeling the movement of writing and recognition also as well. So, seeing and hearing, a feeling, and also, reminding them the letter B sound, as they write. You can have them trace it, and then if they trace it, you can have them to say the sound, b, b, b. Trace, sound, b, b, b. Trace, sound, b, b, b. Okay. And again, there's a visual to help them remember. Basket, B is for basket. And think about some other words, as they're writing, ask them that after they get through saying, writing the word or finger tracing the word. And then you can, ask them a B, what word begins with B, or, you know, same with the socks or S, gives me the letter S. You could do the same thing. We have socks here. You can do finger tracing or pencil tracing. Or you can also laminate these and create a dry erase um, activity as well. And the same thing with this too. Beginning sounds. These are random sounds. Just experimenting. They get to experiment with different sounds as well, not just the featured sounds that we're doing for the week, but also introducing them simply through visuals and exploring these different sounds as well. So with ring, ring, which letter sounds like ring, or the r sound? Is it t, r, r, b, b? So you just go over that and help them to recognize the letter sounds for the picture. Okay. This is always fun. The uppercase S, so they're finding the S's, and for the letter S, X is on the box, and they can color the letter S's, whatever color they want. So just let them find the letter S. And we have the B, fun coloring bees. The bubble gum and B and S bubble gum sort. So you find the B and color it red, find the S, color it blue. Okay. And here are a couple of YouTube links that you guys can watch for S and B. And also here for students 5 and up, for their sight words, I want to get them to begin writing the sight words and creating sentences. And also, please be patient with them and allow them to take breaks between writings, because they are still developing their fine motor skills, and it can be painful or frustrating. And we don't want writing with tears. We want writing with happiness. Also, you can do flower writing, to give them a different activity in learning their sight words. You can get a plate or a bowl, a long plate or bowl, or like a plastic bin, like a shoe bin, and fill it with flour. Not fill it all the way to the top, but just kind of at the bottom, and make the flour kind of shallow so that they can write letters in the flour. You can do that. Um, You know, you can also do that with paint, just a shallow um, amount of paint in the bottom of a plastic bin, maybe a color blue or red, and allow them to paint with their finger um, the sight words. And also, students 3 and up, review the sight words each day with the children. Help them create sentences using the sight words. So, verbally saying sentences, writing them down, and you guys can read them together. Okay. Um, and if the children are led to try to write the letter B, let them write the letter B each day. You know, if they want to write the big B and baby B, you can definitely do that. Or you can also have them to draw different things that begin with the letter B. Okay. If the student wants to write, they may write the sight words 2 times each, maybe challenge them into doing that. But please do not force the children if they do not want to write. It may not be their time right now. So please respect them in that aspect. Okay. Here is a math sheet for the children as well. Um, and this has to do with estimation. So here you can ask the children first to estimate how many flowers they might see. And then, you know, together, if they're 3 and up, then you guys can add those together and then write the answer. Okay. You may have to write the answer, parents, or you can make tracing lines for the children to write the answer, like the number 3, make little tracing lines for that. For the big kids 5 and up, you can still ask them the estimated number of pictures they see, and then they can solve the problem and then put it here. So I have a couple of things kind of themed out with the springtime. So here we are still doing estimation, and we've added another skill set, which is adding. Okay. Now, SMART goals. This is our SMART goals sheet I want to incorporate. I use this sheet for myself to create goals for the kids each week. So I said, why not share this with the parents? I think this will be advantageous for the parents to have. And so these are SMART goals. So these are, this is a way for you to kind of mark off what you want to do, what goals you want to attain with your child each week. Okay, so, or you can use it each day as well. So this is mine. So this, I did this for an example so you guys can see. So SMART is the acronyms for SMART. Is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time. So specific is, what are the specific goals that you want to do for the day or for the week? Again, this can be used at, you know, you can run copies off for the day or for the week. So these are my goals that we are trying, what we get to reach for this week. Those are specific. Measurable. What does it mean to be measurable? Okay, how can we measure the child's progress? So I like to measure through informal assessments, and that's basically asking questions, asking the child questions about a skill set or a lesson or whatever we're going over. Hands-on and art projects, games, media aids, lectures, okay? So these are the measurable ways that we can assess the children to make sure that they're getting the information and retaining it. Attainable. Is each goal realistic to achieve by each student? Okay, let me erase that. Hold on. Is each goal realistic to achieve by students at their own pace? Okay. And it's yes, these goals are reachable, they are attainable. And they can also challenge the children as well, depending on the child. Relevant. Is each goal achievable by the student's unique ability? Is each goal achievable by the student's unique ability? Time. Each goal gets to be done by 5:09 to 5:20. So this is when all the goals that I set in place for the children to retain and to obtain, and that is the dated um, time that each child gets to have these objectives done. So again, you can use this. I'm going to erase mine off of here because this is the copy for you guys. Um, and you can use this. This can be used every day or for the week. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you. All right. So this is the fun packet for this week. I'm going to stop my share for a moment and we're going to talk about the artwork. Okay. So it's very, very simple for our artwork this week. We are going to use cotton. You can also use construction paper. Also, you can use crayons, markers. If you want to, you can use paint as well. It's not mandatory to use paint. You don't have to. It's just, a suggestion. Um, and so the artwork is going to be really fun and it's going to be super simple. So I can't wait to show you that. So sharing my screen. Okay. So let me start this way. All right. All right. So here is an example of some artwork that we will be doing for this week, and that's making a spider. So spiders are fun to make. So what I did was I just used black, and spiders are all different colors. So don't limit your kids into using one color or two colors, which is black and brown, because spiders come in different colors. Allow them to use their imagination, um, and allow them to interpret what a spider looks like to them. So you can use two sheets of two circles if you want to. What I did here, I just created two circles um, as an outline, and then I just, cut around to create the shape of it. But you can make two circles and allow them to glue the two circles together to make the spider. And then I cut out from the scraps of the black and cut out their legs. And so the legs are short. I used 4 legs. And so when I flipped it over, the spider over, I glued the legs going long ways the across the shape of the spider. So I actually made 8 legs out of 4 strips, and their legs are short. You can make them long if you want to, but I made mine short because I wanted to have the spider legs to stand up. So basically, what I did was just crimp the edges of the paper to allow him to stand up. So that'll be kind of cool for the kids because it looks 3D and it's standing up. And they can play with it, or you can save the artwork and use it for Halloween and then remind them about their spider they made. So, yeah, so you can definitely do that. And again, just allow the children to be creative. Please do not do their artwork for them. Helping them is fine, scarfolding is fine, or helping them is fine, but please do not create perfection in their artwork or what you see as perfection, because you've already have the concept of how you see the world. So allow your child to grasp the concept of how they see spiders in their world. Okay, so do not do their artwork for them. You may help them, um, encourage them, but do not do their artwork for them. Please don't. Allow them to conceptualize what a spider looks like to them in their world. Um, and that's really important for them to express that. So that is the spider. And let's see, trying to go backwards. Okay, here we go. And the next thing is this is for the sight words. I thought this was a cool kind of concept that we could use. I've used it in the past, making sight word signs. And so we're using our B reader. And so two of our sight words I've used was blueberries and bow. I cut out, used construction paper and cut out like little blueberries and made little blueberries and wrote the word here. And then I just used white paper and, paste the picture on the white paper. And I didn't have popsicle sticks. And if you don't have popsicle sticks, that is fine. You can use them. If you don't, that's fine. I just used construction paper. I folded the construction paper um, about 4 times, like just a strip of it. Um, maybe a 2-inch strip, and reinforced it with maybe 3 inches, and reinforced it with tape. And the same here. So I just, again, I folded it like I'm making an accordion, or just made folded pieces of paper. And I cut these 2 in half. It was a long strip, and I cut them in half and made 2 sticks. And I reinforced it with tape. And so that was my stick on my holder. And then here I just drew a bow. I didn't use the construction paper to make a bow. I drew that and wrote the word bow. So when you're reading the book, or we're reading the reader, the children can use the signs when they hear their sight word and hold it up because they're hearing. Because again, phonological awareness is about hearing and seeing. So they're hearing the word, and then they're actually seeing the word with their sight sticks, and also seeing it in the book and matching that. So this is hands-on, and they are engaged in the learning of their sight words and reading and phonological awareness. Okay. You don't have to do this, okay? This is not required, but you can do it if you want to. And you don't even have to really even write or draw any of this, or, create this, because you can use your packet from last week, make a copy of the sight words, cut them out and then just mount them on your sticks. So that's eliminated. The only thing you need to do is just glue the sticks down, or put tape on the back to connect the stick with the sight word or the paper, and that's it. So you don't even have to, go the extra mile. If you want to go the extra mile, you can, like I did, but you don't have to. So that's another way that we could use our packets using the sight words. Okay, here's another picture of it. All right, so here's our other artwork that we can do. Now, this may be a little lengthy, so this will be artwork outside of the classroom. You guys can do this sometime this week. So I had two examples done. And so this example is done with sheets of white construction paper to make the web. So here are little ants right here. I'm sorry, spiders right here, hanging out in their little white construction web over here. So if you don't have cotton, like over here, this is more of the cotton web, gives them more of a more realistic feel. So this is cotton with little spiders hanging out in here. You can use cotton, or you can also use rice. But if you don't have the cotton or the rice, you can always use construction paper to create a web for the kids, which is ultra cool. Okay. And also you can even do paint and have the kids dip their little pointy finger in black paint, and then just have them, or you could draw the little legs onto the spider, or they can draw the legs onto the little black paint and make the legs. So you can even do it with black paint, or blue paint or yellow paint or whatever color they want to do their spiders, brown paint, whatever they want to use. Okay. All right. I had to pull up my Facebook because that's where the pics were. So, um, if you have any questions, please let me know. But that is what we're working on for this week. Um, and if you haven't finished your packet from last week, that is perfectly fine. You can always go back and do that throughout the week. And again, we'll do a review about the life cycle, just a couple of questions, a informal assessment, um, and just to see where they are. If you need to retouch on the life cycle of any of these bugs, it's fine. We can go off and do that. I hope they enjoyed the firefly estimation. If you've done that, if you haven't done that yet, it's totally fine. You can get to that when you get ready. And also here I did a word find with and a picture find, as the children can find the words and the pictures um, throughout the apples. All right. So again, this will be updated. You guys will have access to the whole PowerPoint on Monday. Please do not feel overwhelmed or feel like you cannot get all of the goals for the week. You can do this in chunks. Okay, you can do this in chunks. So just chunk it out. And we have up until next week, so we can chunk all of that out. So please do not feel like you have to get all of this done for the week. There is still a lot of work from last week that we can accomplish this week, and you can start the new lessons and the new packet for next week. You do not have to feel like you have to do everything at once. Okay. So if you need help in achieving these goals, if you need a schedule, create a schedule for you, I am here to help you. And just let me know. I am here to help. I am a guide. I am your coach. I am uh, the person to go to help you to achieve your goals for the week. Okay. All right. And also, you guys can use the SMART goals, as I showed you in this week's work packet. Again, just gonna drag this back down here with your SMART goals. Again, you can chunk it out. You do not have to do all of this work all at once. Do not force the children to do all this work all at once. I am just introducing the lesson, and we're just going by it. However you go by it, however long it takes, it's fine. Okay? No rush. Please grace yourself and grace the children. And again, I am here to help you as well. Okay? All right, so I'll send this information off to you guys, and I will see you on tomorrow. And I hope you had a great Mother's Day weekend, and continue to be great mothers, great parents as you are each and every day. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Thank you again. Bye.